When young Jeezy dropped his debut studio album, Let's Get It, Thug Motivation 101, on July 26, 2005, the hip-hop world witnessed a seismic shift. The project wasn't just another album. It was a cultural statement, an anthem for the streets, and a manifesto for hustlers everywhere. Almost 2 decades later, the impact of Thug Motivation 101 resonates, earning its place as one of the most iconic albums in hip-hop history. Jeezy came into the game as a product of his environment, unapologetically representing the struggles, aspirations, and triumphs of street life. From the very first track, Thug Motivation 101, listeners were drawn into his world, gritty, raw, and unfiltered. Jeezy's voice, husky and filled with conviction, brought authenticity to every bar, making the listener feel every ounce of his pain, hustle, and ambition. Tracks like Standing Ovation and Then, what demonstrated Jeezy's ability to craft anthems that blended street narratives with mainstream appeal. His ad-libs, iconic, became synonymous with his sound, adding another layer of personality to the album. While trap music existed before Jeezy, Thug Motivation 101 was a defining moment for the genre. The production, led by a powerhouse team including Shawty Red, Drumma Boy, and others, was steeped in dark, booming 808, haunting synths, and hard-hitting beats. This album solidified the sonic foundation of trap music and paved the way for artists like T.I., Gucci Mane, and later stars like Future and Migos to further push the genre into the mainstream. Trap or Die was a rallying cry for the streets, while tracks like My Hood painted vivid portraits of life in urban America. Jeezy wasn't just rapping, he was storytelling, giving voice to a community often overlooked or misunderstood. The central theme of Thug Motivation 101 was motivation, hustling through adversity to achieve success. This wasn't just music, it was a philosophy. Tracks like Go Crazy, featuring a memorable verse from Jay-Z on the remix, highlighted Jeezy's ambition and solidified his position in the industry. On Soul Survivor, featuring Akon, Jeezy perfectly captured the duality of his life, the struggle and the success. The song became an anthem not just for those in the streets, but for anyone fighting to overcome obstacles. Its universal appeal made a chart-topping hit, introducing Jeezy to a broader audience while staying true to his roots. Thug Motivation 101 wasn't just an album, it was a movement. Jeezy's snowman logo became a symbol of hustle and resilience, worn proudly by fans everywhere. His lyrics, filled with street wisdom and motivational gems, inspired a generation to grind harder and dream bigger. The album also marked a turning point for Def Jam South, proving that Southern hip-hop could dominate not just regionally, but nationally. Jeezy's voice and vision resonated far beyond Atlanta, cementing his legacy as a key figure in the evolution of Southern rap. 18 years later, Thug Motivation 101 remains a staple in hip-hop discussions. Its influence can be heard in countless artists who followed in Jeezy's footsteps, blending street narratives with mainstream appeal. Tracks like Trap Star and Air Forces still hit as hard today as they did in 2005, serving as reminders of the album's timeless appeal. Young Jeezy didn't just make an album with Thug Motivation 101, he created a blueprint for success, a guide for hustlers, and a classic that continues to inspire. It was more than music, it was motivation for anyone chasing a dream, whether in the streets or the boardroom. Looking back, Thug Motivation 101 wasn't just Jeezy's story, it was ours too. And for that, it will always hold a special place in the heart of hip-hop culture.